Okay, so this is my brief video of the Hricane keyboard, beginner's keyboard. I'm not going to really demonstrate it too much because I have no idea how to play the piano or the keyboard, and I got this because I really want to learn, and I feel like this would be an excellent tool to do that. Now, what I will say is that when I took this out of the box, or even picked up the box before I took it out of the box, I was shocked by how lightweight this keyboard is. It looks substantial, but when you pick it up, it actually kind of feels like a toy, like a big, oversized adult toy keyboard. It is that lightweight. It comes with a microphone, and this is it right here. I didn't realize it was going to be this tiny. And it's plastic, and it's just really, 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 really cheap. Really cheap plastic. I mean, it's so cheap that it didn't even come with like a band. Both the power cable and this cable are knotted. So, I mean, that kind of speaks to the quality. It does have a lot of options here, which I'm not too familiar with at all, as I just took this out of the box and set it on my desk until my table arrives. But these are all the options here. I did play around a little bit with this follow section, or this follow button, and what this does is this plays a sound and the keys light up. I'll go ahead and show you that. But the keys light up, a little light appears on the keys, and you're supposed to be able to follow it. I couldn't really do that, maybe because I'm just a noob. I'm like a complete noob. But I mean, it seems fun in theory, and I think most people would be very happy with this, but you have got to realize and expect this to be very, very lightweight feeling and chintzy. I mean, it is very lightweight. I was shocked. And then it does come with this sheet holder, music sheet holder, that just sits inside of those two slots here, and they go in, but again, I mean, they don't even rest fully in there. That's kind of how cheap this is. They don't snap in place at all. Also, powering wise, you can either use batteries. I think I didn't undo the batteries because I have no intentions to needing to replace batteries. Or you can use a type USB cable. I know, I mean, it's like a cell phone. Literally, it is powered the same way a cell phone is powered, with a little mini, like the little USB power block and a power cable. The power cable, which I actually have sitting on the table because I got my longer one, was only 2 feet long, so it wasn't long enough to stretch from the back of the keyboard where it plugs in to the power source, which is underneath the table. But I mean, I'm kind of like a little sad by the quality. But again, I don't really know keyboards too well, so I don't know how much like a relatively decent beginner's keyboard would cost. So I can't really comment on the price. All I can say is that based on what it looks like, I was expecting it to be better quality, build quality overall, not to be so lightweight. Yeah, I was really surprised by that. But let me go ahead and turn it on. So you have your power button here. And now it's not working. Why are you not working now? Lovely. Well, it's funny because when I had tested it a minute ago, I turned it on, and Oh, it came out, the power, because see, it plugs in with a Type-C cable in the back. And I guess it came loose. But in any case, okay. But when I tried it the first time, I turned it on and the volume was too loud. So I turned the volume all the way down and it got to 0. And I turned it up 1 and then I still had no volume, even after I had the volume turned back up. So I'm like, oh, I guess the volume doesn't work. I guess it's broken. But then I just turned it off and turned it back on, and then the volume worked again. And of course, then I had to turn it back down again, but I made sure not to go all the way down to 0. So, I mean, that's another, like, maybe quality control issue with this. Like I say, this is definitely a very beginner's keyboard for $85. I'm not sure if that's a good price, or if you would even want to invest with something this cheaply made. I mean, even, if you're getting this just for yourself to learn, or you're even getting it for a child and you're thinking they're probably going to keep learning the keyboard or the piano and getting better, you might want to invest straight out the gate for something a little better quality. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn it on here. At least I hope it turns on this time. And it did. And here's these lights. It does that little light thing every time you turn it on. And the volume is always automatically all the way up every time you turn it on, no matter how low you have it. When you turn it, when you're using it, if you turn it off and then turn it back on, it starts with the highest volume. So that's the lowest volume. And this is the highest volume. Well, oh look, now it doesn't want to turn back up. It's stuck at the lowest volume now. Oh no, now it's back to doing that thing it was doing. See, this is the problem. This keyboard is just, no, not good quality. It did this last time where you turn the volume down and now you try and turn it back up and there's no volume. So you have to turn it back off and then turn it back on. Watch it do the light display again. And now you have full volume again. And then you want to turn it down, because I live upstairs. I don't want it to be too loud. Turn it to 1. And it's working. Now can I adjust the volume? Now look, it went back. Maybe that 120 doesn't mean volume. Maybe it means something else. But let's turn it back up. Oh, see, it won't turn up. Oh, so you see? Already having problems with this thing at the gate. Yeah. Once you hit the volume level that you want it at, it does not seem to work to go back up. Wow. Okay. I think I've kind of, well, let me go ahead and show the follow thing that it does. You hit follow, it plays a song, and then the lights light up and you're supposed to follow them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and stop that. So that's off. And what else do we have here? Oh, got your drums. Cool. Okay. All right, so this whole volume thing, though, is very, that's crazy that you can't adjust the volume. The volume button doesn't work. But in any case, I think that kind of demonstrates this keyboard and the quality of this keyboard, which really is not very good. Just based on that whole volume issue. And this thing is very lightweight, like a toy. I mean, it plugs in, it powers with a USB cable, you know. So, I mean, and the microphone is like tiny and chintzy plastic. So, that's about it. I don't think I would ever really recommend getting this. I've got it now, so I'll make it work. Since I got it through the Vine program, I can't return it. I didn't get it free. You know, it says that the Vine people get things for free, but it isn't free. I had to pay a taxable amount on this, and so I can't return it, and I am stuck with that taxable amount, and I'll make it work. But for you, the buyer who would potentially be paying full price for this, I absolutely would not get this. I do not recommend it. It's just not very good quality and definitely not worth that almost $100. And that's it. I hope this review of the Hricane beginner's keyboard has been helpful. Thank you very much and have a good day.
So this is the Hricane keyboard, and it's pink. I got the pink one. It's the only one on sale for the color, but anyway. So you just turn it on here with the red button. And, okay. Oh, there it's on. Okay. So, and then you just turn the volume down. It turns on at a high volume, but that's okay. We'll just turn it down. Actually, I tend to play it at 1 or 2 just because I want to keep quiet because my piano playing isn't the best right now. So, okay. So this is a great keyboard, I think. The sound quality is really good for $100. You can see the light appearing. And when you play demo songs, you can follow the light to learn a song. So let's try song number 52 or 3. So when you hit the light, it'll start the song. And you just press the key as it goes along, and you're learning the song with the light. Very interesting. My favorite is Ode to Joy, and I forget what number that is. So, but anyway, that's too high. So, try number 49 with that. Anyway, so, and then we just stop that with the stop button. Now, as a record feature, we can only record up to 85 notes on this, and that's just because of the, I guess just because it's a lower expensive keyboard. So you're not going to have a lot of time to record, but that's okay. You can always record with your phone. And yeah, so it's got a lot of features, about 200 tones, 200 rhythms, and 70 songs that you can learn. And again, you just hit the follow button to start and select your song to start learning how to play 70 songs there. So I'm learning how to play Angels from the Realms of Glory, fairly simple song with the chords here. And yeah, so I don't even think I can remember it right now because I'm really nervous on camera, but that's okay. So yeah, this is a great keyboard. I give it about maybe a 4.3 out of 5.
right time. I didn't hit him. Oh, it's because I'm pressing that.
It's just thumb and finger.